newspapers and TV channels would never miss out on any possible breaking news. So, what we need is a seemingly authentic statement. Then, the journalists amassing over will drive those security companies crazy. Oh?
The fog walker has requested the Foundation's assistance. Due to a mysterious change in the smog, they've been experiencing extraordinary rates of tuberculosis. We need someone experienced in medicine to go to London and investigate.
Miss Tooth Fairy, I'm Brimley, the ranger colleague of Arthur Fogg. There's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. Miss! Watch your head!
Are you here for the Uluru Games? Here in Cross Street, we're all celebrating the upcoming Uluru qualifiers. I'm Flutterpage. I wake everyone up in the morning. The most amazing witch lives here too. These snails are for her to eat.
Is she French?
Why? You've seen her in France? I've never even seen her leave the house.
It's all because of her! That fog hag! She's the one who created the black fog! She's cast us!
To protect the health of all involved, the London Uluru qualifiers have been cancelled.
Why should I care?
I'm no athlete. I've only got one leg. Just like I've nothing to do with the Uluru Games.
The qualifiers would have held the floor ritual.
She was a once-in-a-generation floor ritualist.
We'll just have to hold our own games.
Have you forgotten about the challenge, Charlotte O'Hagan?
I don't care what anyone thinks.
I'm ready to go.
Please fasten your seatbelt, miss. We're setting off now. You ever been to London, miss?
Yes, a long time ago.
Long, eh? 5 years? 10 years?
Longer than that.
Come on, Van. How long? You don't look 100 years old. The hospital is 2 streets away. Oh, by the way, it's been arranged for you to meet Mr. Fogg first, and then he'll show you around the hospital.
I don't see why we need to make a big deal out of a simple visit.
Couldn't agree more, miss. But as this is an official visit by Mr. Fogg, as a servant of the Crown, you can rightly expect that they're going to have the old place decked out like Christmas.
Thank you for taking me there directly. I will go to Mr. Fogg's office after my visit. You can leave without me. I think I'd like to take the Underground.
The Tube? You won't like it, miss. Not the kind of place for a decent young lady. I'll wait here for you, love. I'll do my best not to crack into my flask of whiskey while I wait.
Thank you. I'll be back soon.
How are things at SPDM, Tooth Fairy? I'm hearing rave reviews about their school physician.
I'm glad to hear it. Young children are particularly easy to soothe. A few candies and they behave just fine. A little toffee or a nibble of a fruity sweet and they've forgotten all about the Tooth Fairy's taste. A proper dose of sweets serves to calm the nervous system, and that doesn't just apply to kids. Your work here is undoubtedly busier than mine at SPDM. Besides, you're directly responsible for our timekeeper, the little troublemaker. But I am sure you didn't summon me here all for a little chit-chat.
The Foundation has now confirmed the correlation between social turmoil and the emergence of the storm. Our branches around the world are now making efforts to collect information on these key social movements. As you may know, there was a strike that has only just ended in London. And there is something I'd like to show you, besides the strike itself.
Tuberculosis.
Indeed, there appears to be abnormalities concerning air pollution and reported cases of TB. Compared to our records before the storm, TB morbidity rates are extraordinarily high, approaching levels that shouldn't be seen until the Great Smog of 1952. Our Mr. Fogg, the fog walker, has also reported that there is something unusual about the composition of the fog.
So, we need an insider with knowledge of the storm to visit London, ideally one with a medical background. I see.
I know your winter vacation just started, but I'm sure you understand the dire situation we find ourselves in. I'll apply for a special allowance for this field mission. What do you say?
I'd be happy to go. Perhaps I'll collect some rare teeth from this era.
Good luck then. Mr. Fogg will contact you when you arrive. He is our liaison between the Foundation and the British government. He'll take you to the hospital, handling many of these respiratory patients. You will be given full trust to resolve this problem. There is something else. The Uluru Qualifier will soon be held in London. It may factor into your investigation.
Uluru Qualifier? Uluru London Qualifier coming soon. Arcanist Fair in Cross Street. Support your favorite competitors. Winners will represent Great Britain in the Australian finals.
Australia? They shipped my uncle off to Australia back in the day. I always figured he got done in by a kangaroo. But if the smoky gets any worse, I think I might chance it. Maybe I'll find him in the outback there. Or at least avenge him.
That smoke seems to have severely damaged that hospital. But you don't seem concerned.
We've seen worse, miss. You wouldn't believe how many houses we lose a year to gas line explosions. Nothing much can shock us Londoners. It's a city where you can meet arcanists from all over the world. Arabians, North Africans, Indians and Japanese. Who knows what kind of arcane skill they can cast.
The police are on the scene now, but can they really do anything to clean up the hospital?
Well, police have got their own way of dealing with things. None too friendly. I think you should bring this up to Mr. Fogg. He's one of the few folks that look out for the working man, and he's never afraid of calling out the upper class.
I suspect Mr. Fogg will have known before we did. Let's follow the path of this dark soot on the street. Maybe we can find it, or its owner.
As you like, miss. Seems it's leading us to the East End. Only thing that comes out of the East End are drunks, tramps, and Jack the Ripper. Bloody! Miss, I swear to high heaven that I have not had a drop of drink today. This is the East End for you. Either you hit someone, or someone hits you. Please, miss, take a look for me. Tell me if I hit anything. I can take it.
It appears there's no one in front of the car.
No one?
I'm up here!
Look up there, miss!
Can you catch me?
Huh? She's being lifted up on the wind. Is this her arcane skill? If so, she's amazing for her age.
You lose. You ain't going to qualify for nothing like that.
Are you hurt at all?
Why would I be? It's not even as high up as a canary nest. It's no sweat with the help of little wind. But the Sutakiki was hurt. The car hit his waist.
Is this Sutakiki your friend?
Yes, but he ran away. He's probably angry. I bet he's still around. He don't forgive easy. See? Over there. That's the Sutakiki. And I'm Flutterpage.
Could you bring your friend out? I'd like to make amends if I hurt him. Especially if he can't work.
Oh, he doesn't work, but you still need to apologize. Come on out, Sutakiki. This bloke here wants to apologize to you.
That thing doesn't even have a waist. And he's as big as a kangaroo.
His waist is right there. Can't you see?
A frightened critter is dangerous. Please stay back, child.
I usually act alone, but fine, I'll try to get along.
Let's go where trees and grass grow.
See, I got the whole jar of water. Were you looking for me? Here I am.
Just tell me when you need the job done.
Sir, I suggest you cover your mouth and nose. There's something off about the smog.
Christ, so the rumours are true. I never should have gone into an alley like this on such a smoggy day.
He's looking at the end of the alley. He must want to go that way.
The smog's not as thick there. I think he wants to escape. Maybe the smog's harmful to him too.
Gun's loaded.
Fine.
Weak hiding spot. Penetrate.
Hilarious! The trend of the wildest sauce for sure!
Bollocks! Turn over already, you stupid car!
Why did Mr. Driver run away like the Sutakiki?
He was worried for his car. If it got damaged, it could cost him his job.
Lose his job? Oh, got it. I don't want to lose my job neither. He has a car, so I wager he makes more than 6 pence a week. How did he get that job? Can I do it too?
I suppose you could, once you grow up. Here, open your mouth.
What's this?
You were hurt. It's a kind of ointment. It will numb the pain if you ingest it, or reduce the inflammation if you rub it on your wound.
Was I hurt? I feel a little pain. But what do you mean by inflammation? Does that mean I'll catch on fire?
Take it, and you will feel much better. Doctor's orders, kid. Huh?
It's a bit sour, like a moldy raspberry, but still sweet. Why aren't other pills as sweet as yours? I see. So you're a witch doctor, aren't you? I can tell from your metal mask, teeth necklace, and the golden fairies in your jar.
That is a reasonable assumption.
So you're here for the Uluru Fair then? Must be. You've even got the flyer with you.
Actually, I'm here as a doctor to investigate a tuberculosis outbreak. But the strange black fog damaged the hospital I was heading to. I followed the trace it left behind to this area.
Black fog? There ain't no black fog. Around here the smog is yellow, and sometimes I've seen black smoke puffing up from the factory chimneys, but never in Cross Street. I'd like to be an arcane skill, miss. Lots of us arcanists here. That's why we're all chuffed up for the Uluru qualifiers. There's herbalists, sidekicks, diviners, magicians.
Thank you, Flutter Page. I think I've got the idea.
Great, then I'll show you around. You'll like it here.
enemies in my own way. Penetrate. Hilarious!
Don't act surprised. It's just another day on the job.
Also got my enemies in my own weak hide spot. No need to look back. Hilarious!
Briefing complete. Was I helpful, timekeeper?
Just tell me when you need the job done. The trail is all too obvious. Oh, you deserve it!
Don't act surprised. It's just another day on the job.
Welcome to Cross Street!
Stop littering, you grimy little bug.
This is the Uluru Fair.
The trace of the black fog seems to have disappeared into a large gathering of volcanists. A wise choice. A choice, I'm already assuming, that has a certain level of intelligence.
It sounds like a monster. Like from Told Tales where adults make up to scare us. But I heard people talking when I was sitting on the roof. They say it was born from a smokestack.
It does appear to have a similar composition to soot.
That's no good for the birds, Miss Doctor. I sure hope it don't come here. I don't want it to muck up the Uluru Fair, or scare the canaries away from the chimneys.
What's so special about the canaries?
They always know where the lanolin snails are hiding. All I'll do is give them a bit of old bread or seeds, and they find me the snails. It's my snail catching day. Stay right there, miss. I'll be back soon as I've finished. Don't go getting off your sauce while I'm gone.
This is an Arcanist Fair Booth application form. You need only fill this, and get proper approval from the city government. Then no one can bother you.
Approval, eh? What's the point? The games will be over by the time they've even looked at my application.
Are we entirely certain we even want to hold the fair in these conditions? Don't you think the weather now isn't appropriate for that kind of strenuous physical activity?
What else can we do? We need to earn our bread, or perhaps you could clean the air for us, eh, Mr. Fogwalker?
I'm doing all that I can.
Which means you can't do nothing at all, don't it? Yeah, we're coughing. But what we make in a day at the fair here is more than an entire week anywhere else. Not like we have royal allowances to rely on, unlike you. Enough of it already. Now, would you mind moving aside for the little lady behind you? She's been waiting a while.
Oh, I do apologize, miss. Miss Tooth Fairy.
I didn't expect to run into you here, Mr. Fogg.
The pleasure is all mine, miss. Oh, where are my manners? Welcome to London. Of course, we were supposed to meet in the office of the London Atmospheric Cleanup Committee. I'd have prepared a fine Indian tea for you. But I was called away to deal with matters here on Cross Street. It's a happy coincidence that you popped by. It will save us both some time.
Something the matter? You mean the air pollution?
Not precisely, no. Though one could say the problem is related. In fact, it seems just about every one of our problems comes down to these sticky contradictions. For example, contrary to good wisdom, the people of Cross Street have opted to continue their fair, despite the obvious dangers of the fog. That's just unreasonable.
You're the unreasonable one here, mate. Stop the Uluru Fair on account of a bit of fog. Fog in London. Should we cancel if there's water in the Thames next?
Citizens should be made aware of the harm caused by fog, and reduce unnecessary outdoor activities.
Pardon me, you lot government officials? You saying we aren't allowed to celebrate the Uluru qualifiers? So what are you expecting us to do? Just watch the games and then pop off home? It's not like there are many events left for us Arcanists to celebrate in our own country.
Sir, you seem to have quite a severe cough.
Oh, it's not so bad. Just a little curse is all. Doesn't matter none. A good Arcanist healer can cure me.
That's exactly what I've been talking about. A curse? Good lord, man. You have a disease called tuberculosis. You need a proper doctor, not a healer.
Maybe this is just how citizens in Cross Street best comprehend the disease, in the Arcanist way. It's not a matter of Arcanists or humans. Tuberculosis is caused by the presence of bacterium in the air. It can't be cured through ritualistic purification or exorcism.
You just don't get it, do you? It's not like that. If this tuber what have you is the reason, then why does my chest burn like hell? I've never heard of no bacteria what could do that.
You feel like your chest is burning?
Like swallowing a flaming coal it is. It all started this month. Never felt anything like this before.
Like I said, there's no disease. This has to be the Fog Hag's curse. She's the one who summoned this damnable black fog. She used to be a toad before she was thrown into an alchemist's cauldron and came out as a twisted old hag that haunts our street.
Could you tell me more about the black fog?
Shh! Don't say anything about it. It'll bring bad luck.
So now we have a fog hag? What's to come next, I wonder? Sometimes, despite being an Arcanist myself, it's hard to understand my own people. But that's what they think around here. My colleague is presently out investigating this curse they mention. But, to say nothing of his intrepid skills as a ranger, I doubt he'll produce any evidence of this so-called hag. In fact, he...
Arthur, a little help, mate. We've got trouble.
So, here it is.
What's that after you now, old hat?
It's the Black Fog. Seems I've startled it, and now it's sent out critters into the streets. Steady on. Let's charge like soldiers of the Great Emu War.
It's the hag. The hag's curse is coming for us.
Those nasty critters are coming from her garden. Run!
Also got my enemies with me in my own way.
Good timing.
I made it to your mind. Hilarious! Oh, you deserve it! The triumph of the wiseless souls for sure!
May I say it was an honor to serve as your bodyguard, miss. I'm Brimley, the ranger colleague of my mate here, Arthur Fogg.
I wasn't hurt. Thanks to you.
Thank you, Miss Tooth Fairy, for telling us what happened at the hospital. We ought to make a summary of our investigation so far. We've encountered 3 oddities thus far today. This mysterious black fog, the unusual burning chest symptom, and this so-called fog hag living on Cross Street.
Well done, mate. You did it. You said it out loud. We may just break the ice of your soul yet.
I'm only doing my due diligence by quoting the title verbatim. Back to the topic. Combining these clues together, we should assume a causal connection. The hag releases black fog, giving Londoners this variant of TB with the burning chest symptom.
When did you move into 221B Baker Street, mate?
It's a reasonable speculation. If so, then the first thing is to determine if such a lady lives here on Cross Street. We'd better pay her a visit.
If you insist, Dal. I can already confirm that for you. She's here, all right. Down at the house of the mangy front garden at the south end.
Very well. But might I suggest we don't all go in a rush to pay her a visit? We know nothing about her, or even whether this hag is a danger.
Oi, Miss Witch Doctor, you done talking to Mr. Fogg and Mr. Hat?
Flutterpage, where have you been?
Wasn't you listening? I was off catching snails. With a bit of help from the canaries.
Good on you, little tacker. That's quite the harvest.
Shall we then, Miss Witch Doctor?
Where are you taking me?
Thought I'd show you around Cross Street. Figuring since I'm the best guide here.
Are you? Then, do you happen to know about the house at the south end of the street?
Sure do. Actually, these snails are for her. You can tag along with me to see her if you like.
Perhaps you might consider leaving your door unlocked at night.